Hello Real Life Church, I'm Ben.
I'm Charlotte.
And we're part of the leadership team at Real Life Church. And we were just leaving this message to check in, to say hi, to see how you're doing, and give you a little bit of detail about how we're surviving this lockdown. You nearly saw me in a wig on this video because today was haircut day in the senior household after Charlotte bought some clippers on eBay, watched a few YouTube videos and declared herself as the new Nikki Clark before practicing on my hair. Thankfully, it's not as bad as I was expecting.
Fine, it looks great. We are entering our 5th week of lockdown now, having gone into self-isolation a week before the general stay-at-home measures came in place because Ben was unwell. He is fine now, as you can see. I would love to be able to tell you that we've spent the last 4 weeks learning all sorts of new life skills, becoming fluent in another language, becoming world masters at chess, but that would be a big fat lie. We've spent the last 4 weeks surviving and figuring out what our new normal looks like in lockdown with a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Our kids are still pretty young, so whilst we've been doing some schoolwork, we've also spent a load of time watching old movies, and I've been introducing them to the classics like Herbie Goes Bananas, the original DuckTales and Gummy Bears. We've also created all sorts of things out of Magna tiles. We've done some fun art projects, and we've spent as much time as possible outside on the trampoline, getting rid of some of the energy that Zach and Esme have got. We're also very fortunate to live right next door to Sutton Park, so we've been in there on our bikes and scooters on some days.
We're both still working, so a lot of our days is spent tag teaming time with the kids and working. I get a couple of chunks of time in the day to get some of my work done, and then we both catch up on what we're doing in the evening, which is a bit of a juggle.
Whilst used to working from home, I think this season's presented some really interesting challenges. It's been particularly challenging to run a business during this season where everything is so fluid and changing on what seems like a daily basis.
We are missing people. Our lives are usually quite full of work, of school, of church, of clubs and classes for the kids, spending time with people and generally just doing life with people that we love. So to have that stripped away really suddenly has been a big adjustment. We've been trying to keep in touch with people through Zoom, through FaceTime, through WhatsApp, however we can, just to keep those connections going. The kids have had a couple of Zoom calls with their little friends, which I'm not gonna lie, were just loud and chaos and crazy, but they love being able to see their friends and engage with them.
One of the great things that's come out of this season is we've got a lot closer to our neighbours through a community WhatsApp group. We have been clapping on a Thursday evening for the NHS staff. We've even been out on the driveway singing happy birthday to a neighbour's 8-year-old a couple of weeks ago, and we've been getting food shops, whether online or physically, and just generally trying to get through lockdown together.
One of the things that I've been trying to do is adapt what my walk with Jesus looks like in this season where I don't get a lot of time on my own. So I've been using a journaling Bible just because it helps me to concentrate, and I also find it really helpful to write down what God's saying to me and then go away, have a bit of a crazy time with the kids and then come back to it. So snatching bits of time when I can do that. I've been listening to stuff either when I need to drown out the kids for my own sanity or just again when I can snatch a bit of time. So I've been listening to some podcasts, some sermons, listening to my audio Bible, just fitting it in as and when I can in this season of lockdown.
I'm still struggling to adapt to what my new normal is in terms of time with Jesus, but one of the things I have been doing is going out for some early morning runs without any music or anything and just listening to the birds singing and thanking him for his creation.
We want to say a huge big thank you to all of you who are key workers, who are making sure that things keep going, that we keep getting fed, cared for and looked after during this crazy season of lockdown. We are so thankful for you. We are praying for you. And as a local church, we're looking at what we can do to look after you and support you in this season. So there'll be an email coming out later in the week about that. Watch out for it for some more information.
So that's it from us. All that's left to say is stay safe, stay close to Jesus and wash your hands. We can't wait to see you face to face at the girls' school at some point in the future.
And if you've missed any other stuff that we've released, then check it out on YouTube, Real Life Church, Sutton Coldfield. Take care. Bye.
Bye.